Okay.
Welcome, everyone, to another great week of The Owl Show on BKS1Radio.com. My name is Miss Lee.
Christy, the governess.
Drama Free C.
And I'm Trey K.
And only women
wear high heels. Ow!
So what's going on, ladies? How was your day? How was your week?
What was that?
Alright. What does that mean?
Uh-oh.
Right.
Oh, man. Boy, I tell you, I was just... it was rough. I'm just going to say that. It's rough.
Oh, you don't want to...
I'm going to knock it all off later.
Wow.
What
about you, Trey?
Well, my week was good, you know.
I'm hating.
Y'all know I kickboxed 5 days this week.
You like that? Let me see the muscles. I'm feeling that.
Oh, you like that kickboxing, don't you?
Yeah, I like that kickboxing. You know what I was thinking about doing?
What?
Let me know what y'all think about this. It might sound crazy, but what if we did a benefit concert? You know, my son is autistic for autism, and I fight Layla Ali.
Okay. Are you doing it to see if you would win or just...
No. We gonna have some rules on the power of her punch.
Girl, bye. You better buy you a stunt dummy.
That's not a good idea. I'm ready for her. Y'all know.
You ain't.
I will be by summer.
You know who her daddy is?
I said benefit concert. You know, that's like
you gotta get your weight up.
No,
I don't even want to stand next to that woman.
I'm not coming to that.
Nah.
I didn't say she could really hit me. I said that's like
I'm not coming to that.
Anyway,
aspiring, right?
my week was good. It was busy. And tomorrow I'm actually going to be in a video with a new artist. So stay tuned.
You want to tell us a little bit more about that video? Or are we just going to stay tuned?
It's a gospel song, and it's going to be worked around. It's kind of sort of a remake of Waiting to Excel. So, you know, we're going to do our thing.
Oh, wow.
Thanks, DJ Tate, my mentor. Thank you.
Oh, that's going to be nice.
Congratulations.
Ow.
Ow.
How was your week?
Well,
Christy, what up?
Christy.
My week, guys,
Christy.
has been long. And it ain't even over yet. Tomorrow I got a big day. I got like 6 different engagements that I made myself do. I should have.
You want to share some of those engagements that you might be doing? Or
Well, tomorrow afternoon, I have to do makeup in the city. And then after that, I have to be back to take my sons to practice. Then after that, I have a party I have to host, and it's going to be a long evening.
Wow. Where the party at? Where the party at?
It's in NYC at it's a lounge called.
Well, let us know later because you don't want no stalkers following.
No,
you're excited about it?
Excited?
Yeah.
It's a job.
Okay.
It's a job.
All right. Yeah, I mean, I like the way you're doing your own makeup, man. We have to.
Thank you, girl.
Shout her out for that makeup, man. I'm telling you. For me, my week, it was.
How are you doing?
Listen, I had one of those weeks that, you know, I always have it's either really, really good or it's really, really just not so good. But
last week your week was terrible. I hope it got better.
I hope so.
Actually, it's just really work related. I don't know what it is, but it's other than outside of work. I had a good week. I had a good day, but it was just really just work related. So, but who do we have in the studio with us tonight?
Oh, okay. We have Miss Latrice Jackson. She is an artist. And when I say artist, I mean she's an artist. She's a painter. I don't mean artist. You know, you hear artist, you be like, oh, okay. But she is actually a painter, and we're going to see some of her pieces today.
Oh, I can't wait.
Beautiful.
That looks beautiful behind. I can't wait to get into that.
Hey, Latrice, how are you?
How you doing? How was your day? How was your week?
Ladies? I'm good. I had a very busy day today. Just came from my studio in Brooklyn. Came down to visit you guys, and I'm
clap it up.
I'm just happy to be a part of a really, really new, innovative project with you guys, and it's really inspiring to see ladies doing their thing and representing.
Likewise, that's why we got you here.
Yes,
you know, we're here to encourage each other.
Right.
We ain't all crabs in a barrel, as Miss Lee could say.
All crabs in a barrel.
Not all of us.
I
we
see.
ain't all crabs.
All right, now, because I'm trying to... Well, we're going to go right into that fashion a little bit, because see what's going on, Trey. Can you give us some fashion? Hold on, let's see what we got for you.
You know,
we're going to switch it up a little bit, because I don't know what happened with these right here, so we're just going to go right into that little fashion segment, okay?
Okay, so this week we had 2 things going on. It was the Oscars, and then it was the BET Rip the Runway. So let's check out some things on Rip the Runway. This is Omarion. the singer.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I never showed you.
And I don't.
He's so little.
I mean,
oh, it's something that ain't little. I meant to show that picture.
Oh, you never showed us that picture.
I'm getting ready to pull it up right now.
But I guess he's dressed for Rip the Runway. You know, I just feel like, you know, as brown people, we can step our game up for everything. We don't just have to come out the house looking like we're just going to the Hood Awards.
So you don't like that whole little get up at all?
I mean,
I just look a little better than that.
It's Rip the Runway. It's like a fashion show. Like you're supposed to come represent and Rip the Runway. So I don't think he ripped the runway.
Oh, let me see. What about this one right here?
That is
Didn't she have that on at 106 in Park?
Yes, she did. Yes, it is. And she is.
You noticed that? You noticed she actually had that outfit on?
Yes.
Yes.
She had on pants.
These are stockings or
those are
boots.
Long
those are
or
boots.
something like that? Because I can't really tell.
I thought she had on pants.
Maybe she really liked the outfit. I know a lot of fashion. You know, people in fashion say you shouldn't wear something for like 6 months for it to come back around.
Right.
Until it comes back around. But I think she has a model figure, but I'm just not feeling this outfit on her. She kind of sort of looks like a little string.
I mean, it looks all right on. I mean, she can still work it though, right?
I think she's pretty too, but
let's see. What else? What about the next one? Tell us about this one. What do you think, ladies?
This
Tracy, who is it?
That's Eddie. I mean, Eddie Murphy's daughter.
Oh, okay.
And
the dark and lovely chick.
Yeah. I thought she looked nice, but she could have dressed it up a little bit too. I just think people, like I said, us as brown people, we just don't take everything.
Brown.
You know, I don't like to call us black because I ain't never really seen a black person.
What about dark pigmentation or something?
How do you feel about that? Should we be calling ourselves brown, black, or African American?
I'm just saying we're all a shade of brown. I've never ever seen anybody the color black. Have you? I mean, like black.
Okay, let's be honest. Have you ever seen the Blue Blacks or anything like that?
One.
You know what? We're gonna get back to fashion because you know what we can go.
I'm just saying. I've really never really seen anything black. You know, but I'm just saying.
I think she looks cute for the mall. But you know, we're going to Rip the Runway, and like I said, I think when it comes to fashion and it's Rip the Runway.
Hello.
What do you think about when people do say that certain colors that you shouldn't work on a runway at all?
There's no law against color coordination.
No, I just think that, like I said, I've just been seeing a lot of people coming to different events and they're just not dressed up. They're just like they're coming out to the mall. What do you think, Latrice?
I was actually at the actual show, the Runway show. Was it yesterday, 2 days ago?
Yeah,
it was a couple days ago. Yeah,
my days are all. But I. It was really colors, different textures, but most of the lines were, like you said, more relaxed, everyday looks, and I guess just trying to
blend in.
Yeah, it wasn't something extraordinary. It wasn't something that was like, you know,
that really stood out or anything. You wasn't really impressed at all.
I love the performances.
Yeah,
and that's what I'm saying. It's almost like when the fashion is not good, it's almost like a waste of your time because you're going to Rip the Runway like a fashion show, so you're going to see some good fashion. So just to hear you say that you were there to be disappointed, I mean, I'm just saying that's why I'm looking at these looks and I'm like, were you guys really there to tape the show? Or
it don't seem like it's fashion like it used to be. It's just like, I don't know.
No, it's not
plain.
Like, fashion shows now is just more so you get on the runway, you straight walk and go back.
That's it.
But people need to understand that is boring.
Yeah,
and I model, and I'm like, you know, I have to do the same thing
I see you work that runway, girl.
You be
just a
little
working that.
What?
Because when from what I was told, you're supposed to give it that attitude, right?
Yeah, but you know what? You have how I look at it, and I don't want to give my future plans away, but eventually I kind of say, like, I wouldn't want to just keep seeing the same thing. I'm like, okay, a fashion show, okay, I'm going to just see them walk. If anything, give me some type of swirl and elegance like it used to be on Ebony Fashion Fair.
Oh,
that was a showcase. That was a show. The woman swirled and turned into some other types of garments, into skirts, hats, mittens, and all types of stuff. And they worked the runway with attitude, swirls, and pizzazz. And now it's just like, okay, we'll be a size 2, even though that market is widening up now. But they still want you to either gallop or straight walk. And that's boring.
What about those half turns and
what is up with the straight walk, though?
Yeah.
Why are they really trying to just go with the straight walk, though? I mean, what is... the purpose.
To more so copy the standard.
That's supposed to be an end thing to do right now.
Just like the standard's supposed to be a size 2. Everyone wants supposed to be that Paris, but you have to understand, Paris and all that other stuff, they did that already.
Right.
Yeah. So go back and, like I said, I don't want to pay $20, $30 to see somebody just walk up and down the freaking carpet.
And the thing about it is, like Latrice said, I don't want to come to a fashion show and see something I could see outside when I'm walking in Brooklyn or Manhattan.
Yeah, that's not.
I could just go to the corner store or Forever 21 and see. I'm trying to see something that I've never seen before when I come to a fashion show. I'm trying to come and be like, yo, that designer right there had it going on. Like her pieces, I'll buy. Like you go to these fashion shows now, and it's just like okay, clap, clap.
Like nothing impressive.
I think that's something that they also emphasize in the show is like the everyday. Even with the straight walk, it's more like picturing yourself walking down the street, not, pizzazz and twirling and like drag queen or any of those type of, really artistic creative shows. That's one genre. I think they were playing more into the everyday, see yourself next season, just try and make style out of basic,
No, I don't want every day. I
don't either.
Right?
Because even when you
I'm an artist. I love extravagant.
Right.
I love jewels and long coats and crazy hairs, and I love stuff like that.
So, fashion show. You have one word. Well, actually, 2 words that mean have very high meaning. Mm-hmm. When you tell me fashion, I don't want to see nobody in all black. That's not fashion. Yes. Give me something that pop out. Yes. Maybe a pin, or she got a hat, something. Or some big earrings, or shoes,
something, right?
Or some type of accessory. Right. Now you tell me show. I don't want to see.
And when
y'all ain't asked me
when the entertainment is better than the fashion, there's a problem.
Okay. When the what? Or you say that again?
And I think that's why a lot of
people
go.
Like the entertainers, like the performers.
I think that's why people go. Why did you go? Why'd you go?
My business. Next question.
Flag on the play.
Wow.
No, but it was great. It was a really, really great event, I must say. But it was really more performance than
anything. Okay. Wow. Well, when I look at straight walk, I'm thinking, okay, when I'm walking down the street, I'm not going to be doing all that hip and all this other stuff. Because even with the straight walk, they still kind of move their hips a little bit,
Negative.
right? Or, no?
You don't move your hips at all. That's
so you
straight. You're supposed to be a hanger.
I kind of do when I walk a little bit.
But when you walk, like you said, you're walking every day. Yeah. We bend over. We move. We do a bunch of stuff.
We bend over.
Yes. Don't you sit down? Haven't you dropped something on the floor and you had to pick it up?
Yes.
See, that's what happens. The fashion shows, they not selling the right stuff. That's why when girls sit down now, your whole tail is out because the pants don't fit. If you put what we wear every day with us bending and doing all that other stuff,
right?
Then we can look like we going somewhere.
We bend over.
It's crazy.
You know, you drop some money and something on the floor one day. You pick it
I
up.
will bend over for that.
There you go, bands to make them dance.
I will.
Your own bands though.
Yes, my own bands.
Yeah.
Nobody else's bands. God. Can we go on to some of the Oscar looks?
We did her right. We did this one. So let's. We'll finish.
Oh yes, let's just look at this.
That?
This is a new group, right?
I thought that was full force.
Dubstep DJ. Actually, this group, the models that walk with their music, was the most interesting pieces.
And they had their own models with them.
I don't think so. I think it was a different designer, but they were the group that performed, and the outfits were really high Renaissance.
Yeah.
Amazing colors, like super samurai, incredible.
And these guys right here in these sweatpants with these shorts over it, I'm just not feeling this at all. I'm just with the suspenders.
Very 80s.
Thank you, Christy. Right? I'm like, what is going on with this look right here? But I guess they're trying to get attention. So,
all right. What about this one right here? Tell us about this one. What do you think, ladies?
This Jada Pinkett.
I think that's so plain. I mean,
but you know what? She was there because her children were performing, so she just came. But she always looks really
represent.
She always looks really, really put together, though.
Oh yeah.
You know, from the purse to the shoes to the belt to the hair, she always looks well put together. But my problem is her kids don't. That's the problem I have.
Why you think that? What do you think she's doing wrong with her kids?
She's just. I mean, we want to give our kids some freedom to express themselves,
right?
But when your children are entertainers, and people are coming to actually see them, we don't want to see your son in shorts and a shirt like he just got out of bed.
Right.
So I'm just like, and then I saw another picture of her with Willow, and, Willow had a scarf tied around her head. Mm-hmm. And like I said, I love to give my kids freedom, too, because my son has an afro. And
what do you think about...
I really don't want the afro, but I want him to express himself. Mm-hmm. But when we go certain places, the answer is absolutely not. And he's 18. I don't care. No, you're not wearing that. Mm-hmm. You're not wearing skateboard clothes to church.
What do you think about when her kids... the daughter cut her hair, I believe, and stuff like that. You thought that was a good cause?
No, I didn't think it was. Me in particular, right. My child wouldn't have been able to cut her hair like that at that age. Not yet. When you give kids too much freedom, that's why, these child stars, they go crazy. They're,
start rebelling.
They're on drugs. They're doing this because you're giving them too much freedom too early because we have a guardian for a reason because we don't know what we're doing.
Right.
Even after we're 18.
Right.
We still really don't know what we're doing. But when we're like 11, 12 years old, we don't have the mindset to know that we want to cut our hair or what we really want to wear or what's acceptable and what's not because that's why we have a parent.
Exactly.
So
what do you think, Latrice?
I feel, especially people that are in the industry or in the performing arts or visual arts, that because they live that life, they want their children to experience it as early as possible to kind of catch up with that extreme creativity. Mm-hmm. That's how I take it. When I saw Jaden's line, I think it's called Misfits. Mm-hmm. The whole line was very, like you said, skateboard, rocker, all black, bejeweled out. But at the end, Willow walked through and she looked just like Jaden. I was
yes.
That kind of confused me. Mm-hmm. But it was something that I as an artist appreciated. I appreciated like their family unit and how they're allowed to express themselves.
So you think that's a good thing?
As an artist, yes. I'm not judgmental in any way. I think they're an extraordinarily smart family.
Right.
And I think that Jaden has his own line, and if he's performed, his performance was awesome, and how they're raising their children for success is great. Right. Despite, whether it's, the norm or appropriate, or we're trying to appropriate, I think, business-wise, if that freedom is necessary for them to be successful, by all means, because it's working so far.
See, okay. My thing is, like, what's the norm?
Working so far, but I'm saying, if you go to, Norm, you're crazy. If you go to the history and you look at, like I said, child stars, look at Michael Jackson, when you give kids... See, I'm a parent.
Right.
Mm-hmm. When you give kids too much freedom, they don't know where their boundaries and limits are. And there just has to be boundaries and limits for you when you're going into adulthood.
I think so, too.
Because you can't get everything at one time. And then what do you have when you become an adult? You're already making your own decisions.
And see, that's a problem with a lot of people as adults. They can't accept the word no.
Listen,
because when they was younger, parents always said yes, 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 and try to appease them and stuff.
I mean, that's true. But I also feel like all kids want to be Richie Rich, man.
Right.
Like, word is born. When I watched that, I swear, man. When I was watching that movie growing up, I was like, damn, he lucky, man. He found some poor friends. You know what I mean? They was loyal. Right. Mm-hmm. So not only was they poor and they appreciated him, but then they generally appreciated him as a person, and they went all out for him.
But wasn't he super lonely or something?
Yeah, at the beginning.
He had other issues.
But see, at the end, he got what he wanted. He just wanted to actually he just wanted friends. Mm-hmm. It didn't matter to him about the money. So, and he had everything, and he could have did whatever he wanted, but he just wanted something so small. So not all kids want everything before before they become an adult, because I didn't necessarily my parents didn't have to necessarily be on me like that. I just didn't want to do what everybody was doing.
Exactly. Wow.
So but I do understand what you mean as far as just don't say go ahead, do whatever you want to do. You do need to monitor what's going on.
Just a little adult supervision, just to give them something to look forward to as adults.
But Trey, I know we have a artist in our studio.
Yes,
Latrice Jackson. Very popular. Yes, and as you can see, that painting behind her. We're going to get back into our fashion and our hot topics, but I'm so excited about the fact that this pictures and all her images that she have is just so beautiful. I just want to just stop it. midway, and let's just talk about Latrice Jackson. Tell us a little bit about her.
Okay, we have Latrice Jackson is an award-winning visual artist born and raised in Miami, Florida. She is a distinguished full scholar recipient of the prestigious Cooper Union School for Advancement in Science and Art in New York City, where she obtained her bachelor's in fine arts. Through her professional art practice, Latrice has worked as lead production designer and art director for many media projects in both New York City and the greater Miami area. She is a published painting illustrator that is making her mark all over the United States with solo exhibitions featured at the Carnegie Hall in New York, the Governor's Mansion in Tallahassee, Florida, and the Korakian Gallery in Washington, D.C. Along with her success, Latrice makes sure to give back to her community by working with young adults, guiding them through challenges they face, and maintaining a disciplined and productive lifestyle. Emerging as leading creators and innovators in society, Latrice is a passionate artist, advocate, and activist who dedicated her life's work to advancing society as a whole. Latrice is currently facilitating community murals in New York City. She founded a nonprofit organization that implements arts education into high-need schools to sustain her efforts in developing youth self-awareness, critical thinking skills, as well as reading and writing comprehension skills through arts education. She aims to preserve her culture's history through her artistic expressions while educating the world of her culture's contribution, feminist issues surrounding the modern-day women, and documenting her personal experiences and hopes to inspire future generations to think outside the box, work diligently, and follow their dreams. Welcome, Miss Latrice Jackson.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Congratulations.
Introduction, beautiful.
You know, I'm shocked because you look so young, and you did all of that, and like, wow. All I can say is wow. And also, did you know that 2011? You want to tell them, or you want me to tell them?
Oh, well, I can let them know. I am former Miss Turks and Caicos U.S.
To add on to her bio. Are you serious?
Woo!
Yes,
How about that?
Amazing experience.
Tell us. I mean,
well, I was crowned Miss Turks and Caicos U.S., where I got the opportunity to travel around the United States and the Caribbean advocating for arts education. So that was amazing. I got to sit down with a lot of community leaders, mayors, governors, just advocating for a better education system, especially through the arts. I'm a product of that, so I strongly believe in the magic that comes with it, so I'm all about spreading it.
In 2006, Florida First Lady Arts Recognition.
Yes.
I mean, oh my God, your bio just goes on and on and on.
It's like my receipts.
Like, and then even
long.
I don't even think I can even imagine like maybe 2 sentences for my bio. But you being an artist, let me ask you a question. When it comes to your artist and you compare it to tattoos, how do you feel about tattoos? And they call it like, I guess, a form of art as well. What are your views about that?
Tattooing is, I respect it as an art form. One thing a lot of people fail to understand, I'm a traditional artist. I'm more of the painting, the sculpture, the printmaking, all the fine traditional arts, arts. But that has a lot to do with tattooing. It's a skill set that is very, very tedious, meticulous in knowing process. But all these artists draw. They need to know how to draw. They need to know how to do proportion. They need to know how to do shading. They need to know how to do all the basic things that I know how to do, to create a painting. They just do it, instead of a paintbrush, they're using a needle and ink. Same concept. So I went to school actually at the Cooper Union. I went to school with a couple of artists that in hand did tattoos, and their work was even that much more amazing because they had a fine arts background.
And you also teach art.
I also teach middle school, high school, and continuing education. Figure drawing, painting, life drawing, photography, sculpture, all the fine arts. I'm kind of skilled in a lot of things.
How young, or when did you, can I ask that question? Because I know you want to tell me your age. I mean, if anybody can guess her age in chat, because I don't know if she's going to actually say it, but, maybe you can guess what her age is. I'm more around
73.
73. She's in her 70s.
Right there. You got it.
No.
I kind of was going with 26, but
if you're in your 70s, girl, you look good, and I need to know what you're using.
I was kind of going with 70s. Like 26 or 27 or something like that. But, she might not tell us, but put it in the chat. But at what age did you start?
I started. Honestly, I can't give you an age. I've been drawing as long as I can remember. Something that was natural to me. I've been doing specialized programs like for middle school. I went to Norland Middle in Miami, Florida, for a magnet program. So I was in a charter school magnet program. I went to Magnet High School, New World School of the Arts in Miami, and then I got my degree.
Right.
My Bachelor's of Fine Arts from Cooper. So I've always been doing programs and. They saw the skill set. A lot of the people, my mentors, my mom, my community, saw the talent within me. So I was always placed in,
Did you have like a role model? I mean, just anybody that you actually looked up as for an artist or anything?
My brother, Willie Jackson,
Hey, Willie.
Hey, Willie.
Hi.
Willie.
That's actually my brother's name too, but
he's an amazing guy. He actually started
me. How old is he?
He's older than me.
Oh, good.
How old is he?
He's in his late 20s.
Oh, so if he's in his late 20s,
we're getting
and you in your 20s, I think he might be kind of close to that mark.
I said 24.
He's just a baby.
Put it in chat.
We'll see if the viewers can guess. If they can guess, if someone guesses it right, I'll say yes or no. We'll see.
Okay.
We'll see.
So he's also an artist.
Well, he used to just draw, doodle. He's a musician actually. He's an army guy. I used to compete, just want to be just like my big brother, So I just kind of just copied him, but I completely took it to a whole new level.
Wow.
And like I said, I was able to do programs. I was able to tour when I was like 14. I was in Columbus doing residencies. I was in DC doing shows. I was just flown all over the place when I was like very, very young. I was kind of like a art prodigy from a very young age. So I kind of had a blessing. I was very taken care of in terms of being placed in the right places to feed my talent.
Helps.
Yes. So that's why I'm very adamant about doing the same thing for someone else, kind of passing it on, paying it forward.
That is great.
I noticed your voice.
What about it?
You have this voice that it, to me, I don't know if I'm right or wrong, but you have this voice that sound like you are a singer or a hidden talent.
Maybe.
Am I right or?
Who's that note?
I mean, actually in pageantry, I was doing singing along with showing my artwork, but singing inspirational songs to showcase, the visuals that I was doing. But am I a singer? We all have pain we need to express. I mean, that's
I don't understand that. She said we all got pain.
The sound within
Yeah.
So it's just my heart. It just comes out this way.
So that means yes.
So
that means I can hold a note.
Can we get
girl,
that note?
but I can hold a note, but I can't sing.
Can we get that note?
That's it. Note. That's all you guys can get. That's buy the EP. The album's out on iTunes. Check it out.
What inspires you to paint?
Life.
That's
Honestly, it's
amazing.
life. It's people. It's experiences that I have. I honestly feel like if I didn't have art, I wouldn't know where I would be as a person. I wouldn't be sane. I can't understand myself without it. It's my way of speaking and communicating with people. I'm very open with myself, but at the same time, I'm sure you guys picked this up. I'm very secretive. I'm very
Why? Why?
I think we could.
I mean, you have so much talent. You've been through a lot.
But it's sensitive. It's still like I said, I live with my heart on my sleeve, so I'm always giving people my heart, and that's a scary thing. So I'd rather give it to you in a abstract way than to
to let you in.
just give it to you. Yeah.
Go ahead.
A different form of expression.
Yes.
So
and
we can read your paintings and tell and know your life story. Is that what you're telling me?
Yes. You can look at my work and pinpoint certain things I was going through. I can literally remember what I was thinking when I was doing each stroke. Now it's kind of
she looks lost
because before I get into some of your paintings, 2004 NAACP third place drawing. 2005 NAACP third place drawing. 2006 National Foundation of Arts honorable mention winner, top 5%
in the country. Yes.
In the country.
Yes.
In the country.
In the country.
In the country. Yeah.
This lady, Latrice Jackson, is off the hook. I just had to mention that.
My young
Congratulations.
Sister. Thank you.
This is one of your paintings. You want to tell us about it?
Yes, that's one of my paintings. That was actually one of the recent paintings I did probably October of last year, 2012, for Brandy. Her new album 211 released. She had a signing. I went to her concert in at the Nokia Theater in Manhattan. Met her backstage. She was such a sweetheart, such a beautiful spirit. She's so humble. And I spoke to her, I told her what I was doing, and I told her that I wanted to paint her. And the first thing she said, she was like, okay. I said, okay. So she told me about an event she was having literally 2 days later. So I went home to my studio. I had 48 hours to do a painting of this woman.
How about that?
So I sat there. I put in her album. She gave me her CD. She signed it. I put it in, and I just played it. And I just wanted to feel her. I just wanted to feel where she was at the time. I wanted to think about, what she was speaking about. She has a lot of, relationships, debates, and just emotions that she was going through her music. And I just sat there and painted her.
Because that was my question. Like, what puts you? Do you have to be in a certain place mentally or a certain mood to?
Yes.
Can I ask, like, what puts you into that zone?
Like I said, as an artist, I'm very connected to my soul, my heart. So if I don't like someone, I can't paint them. You can see it.
I mean, you can't paint someone because you don't like them.
I'm going to get painted tonight.
No, I'm just saying, like, shouldn't you be able to take that I don't like you attitude and paint them?
Yes, but it's like, it's frustrating. Like, it comes when I'm happy, I can knock a painting out in 6 hours. Something like this took me. It was 12 hours.
12 hours?
12 hours in total to do this painting. If I was upset or hated life at that time in a unproductive way, it would have took me probably 3 months. Just because.
So you would just stop.
Yeah, stop. I can't concentrate. I can't. It's a lot of things that come with it.
And that painting behind you is actually a picture of yourself.
Yes, it's a self-portrait. It's a
beautiful.
Self-portrait. Thank you, darling. Thank you.
Here's another one of your pictures. Well, that's one with her.
Yes, that's when I presented it to her, and we both signed it
nice.
at her signing, and she just started crying, and she was hugging me.
She adored it. I know she was so surprised.
She was just saying thank you, and all I told her, I hugged her, and I said, just thank you. Thank you for all the lives that you've changed, all the lives that you've touched, because her fans were there. It was a signing, so you can see just crowds and crowds of people just adoring this woman.
Loving your artwork.
Yes, they were loving my work too.
Of course they were.
Can I ask for people who are interested in you, are you reasonable with your prices if they wanted a self-portrait?
Yes. I do a lot of commission-based work. My personal work is quite expensive, darling. Only because they've been published. They've been in gallery shows touring around the U.S. And the Caribbean. Like I said, they appear in books. They appear in a lot of places, so they're famous. They're famous. They're more famous than I am. More people know my paintings than me. I've actually had some friends come up to me and be like, aren't you that girl from the painting? And I'm like, what? Shouldn't it be the opposite way around?
Yeah.
They see me in the painting and then ask, if I'm the person. But well,
that's nice.
But most of the museums, they buy out my work, or a lot of companies. But with regular people, normal people, $500. You can always buy prints. You can you can support me as an artist. You can. There's a lot of ways depending. There's drawings. There's.
I know I'm going to get this information later, but just for the chat, can you just put in how can they find you?
Yes, I am Googleable. We're starting a new launch site. Where are we? Are we in March? At the end of March, March 30th, we're launching my new site. We're revamping my entire image. You can find me at latricejackson.com or on Facebook with Latrice Jackson, or Twitter, Instagram. Instagram, artisticmind06, ARTISTICMIND06 on Twitter or Instagram.
And
follow me.
You do follow back.
Yes.
We put that in the chat.
I follow back all day. I support who supports me.
If you're just now tuning in, you're tuning in to BKS1Radio.com, and you're listening to the Ladies of Al. Tonight we have the guest Latrice Jackson in the studio with us.
Miss Jackson.
And we're looking at some of her artwork. Tell us a little bit about this painting.
Oh, that's one of my favorite paintings. I'm very interested in regality, I guess, in the Renaissance, and I'm obsessed with people and pattern. I did a whole series on Renaissance patterns, just putting people of color assimilated with like traditional paintings. Like if you walk into the Met or you walk into these traditional museums, like European Western art museums, you don't really find people of color. And as me being a person, going through the school system and, visiting these places and being a painter with the same skill set, it's like, wait, that doesn't tell my story, So I kind of want to be that voice, that advocate. So when a little, brown skinned girl walks into a gallery, they can see someone that's, that's like them. So they can, it gets you closer to your vision as well. Right. You know what I mean?
It looks like my ex.
I think she has a little muscle on her legs and everything like that too.
She must kickbox.
There you go. Now, what about this one right here? Because I know all your pictures have a little story.
Oh, that's
behind it.
beautiful.
Yes.
That is really beautiful.
Does anyone know where that's from?
No.
Okay, so
it's a Bible.
Isn't that saying?
Yes, it's a biblical reference.
Yeah, the shadows, footprints. Isn't it called footprints?
No. Actually, it's Michelangelo's Pieta. It's a very, very famous sculpture.
Okay.
The first lifelike sculpture of Jesus Christ that Michelangelo did. So reading into that whole story and thinking about who Jesus is and Jesus as the savior and Mary as the mother and seeing myself playing both characters and also seeing Jesus as a black woman, basically. It's me just assimilating the same story with my life, and actually in the background you can see there's a pattern. It's a French tapestry that's a regal tapestry, and an African enigma symbol for everything beautiful of women. So
I love this picture.
I like that.
Emerging both cultures together and the meaning of, like I said, of women being powerful and women being the savior and the nurturer at the same time.
Wow.
Yes.
I like that.
All right, and here's another one. I like this a lot.
Yes, that's one of my favorite paintings. It's like 7 feet by 4 feet.
Okay.
Wow.
It's a really huge, one of my babies. It's a painting of one of my friends, really inspirational at the time. It's all about enlightenment or getting higher. I know a lot of people have their herb or, their ways of getting high, whether it's exercise. I have art. Some people, have, things. But it's him sitting on top of a golden city. And while he's on top, he's still aspiring to be higher than where he is.
Oh, wow.
And if you look into the smoke, you can see he's still smoking more. So he's still trying to get even higher within his, already elevated state.
He's like, what's next?
Yeah.
Now how high did you say this picture was? 7
feet.
Did you have to get on a ladder?
Yes.
Oh,
I did.
okay.
Because we know you kind of 5'6" or something.
I'm 5'5".
Oh,
how do you decide how big a picture is going to be? Does it just?
I like things to be bigger than me.
Oh.
I want it to take up more space than I do. I like to literally exercise when I'm painting. I like to just move and dance and sing. So I want to literally physically be, stimulated by what I'm doing. And I can't do that if I'm tight and in a little picture. It doesn't work for me.
To express.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Express all
there it is.
the way around.
Latrice.
Wow.
I love this one.
That's nice.
Oh, yes. That's another one with me painting a portrait. Enlightenment, again, thinking about what light means and what you choose to show people. And me as a painter, I'm always showing my work. And within my work, it comes to life. Like I said, it's all about me and experiences that I have. So if you look into the painting, you can see the figure, the female beautiful figure that I'm painting and wishing and thinking about within this painting is actually starting to step out of the painting into my
like
reality.
a 3D type of thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's very hard to do, isn't it?
Nice.
A lot of years of practice.
Wow.
A lot of years.
I'm going to give him a close-up of the one that's right behind you.
Yes.
That's the close-up. Did you actually have shorter hair?
Yes.
Yes.
I love that painting. This is like my baby.
Is this like a pivotal point in your life or something?
Yes.
Or you want to tell us that story? Because I can tell by the red background, it seemed like it's something very symbolic and meaningful for you.
Or lost or something.
It's me actually finding my way. Like I said, I was dealing a lot with enlightenment and using light in painting is something that's, if you know the traditional background of painting and light and shadow, that's how you make forms. So I was just thinking a lot about like who I am and thinking a lot about God and always looking up for something to inspire me.
Right.
And I've caught my reflection one day and I was like, that's just a beautiful face. Like, you know how kids look up at you all the time?
Right.
It's just like so innocent and so just beautiful. So I kind of put myself in the same element and wanted to have people look up. I don't know if you guys walk around New York City a lot, but a lot of people don't look up. People just literally, they walk down, they're always in a rush, they're always, So this was kind of me telling people, hey, look up, look at what's around you, look at the world, be inspired.
Take time out.
Yes.
Nice.
Because that's what I did
Very
at the time.
nice.
And I was loving life, just loving it.
And this is, I guess, a close-up of her.
Yes, that's more.
Beautiful picture. And I have I think a couple of more. I just want to know, tell me about this. Is that Is that a tattoo on his
Yes,
side?
that's a tattoo.
Okay.
That's a music artist I work with, really, really close to me, really inspirational person.
Mm-hmm.
I did a portrait for him and presented it at his Billboard performance. He made it to number 20 on the Billboard charts.
Okay.
Nice.
Yes.
Nice.
Amazing. His name is Kiss. Check him out. Kiss13.com. Check him out. Yes, I get a plug. Gave you a plug.
Nice.
Say hi. Yeah. But he's a really, really important person in my career, just mentoring me on life, period. He's a great person, and I fully support him. Very talented.
So do I. Yes. I know him.
Seems like he would have been a pretty good,
He is a great person.
Yeah.
Yes.
All
right,
nice
and then
in that picture.
Definitely.
Thank you.
And this is another one.
Yes, just me was standing with the painting, so you can see how big it is. The one that I was painting.
Wow. Yes.
So that's how big it is.
Wow. You have to give that information one more time. I mean, ladies, let's just clap it up for her.
Thank you.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
You are amazing.
Thank you. I'm glad you guys can appreciate.
We definitely can appreciate that. We're just so impressed by all that information. I'm like, wow.
I want to wear your art.
Yes, that's my next line coming out in the fall. Yes,
Latrice. Like a clothing line?
Yes, I'm doing a clothing line. Actually, it's wearable fine art. I'm doing paintings that you can actually functionally wear as gowns. Because, like I said, I was in beauty queen life, and that was amazing. But I really fell in love with doing it up, being very extravagant, and especially as an artist, a visual artist, and having a skill set. I want to show my paintings when people are like, oh, you paint. I can be like, yeah, look. That's kind of the thing that I want to do. So I'm coming out with
I also want more like a tattoo.
Oh, nice.
I have a lot of them, but they're just not all over the place.
Are you? I know you don't. Are you thinking about getting into that tattooing?
I've actually apprenticed tattooing. I haven't done skin. I won't claim that. But I have worked on like melons and skin texture blocks to practice on. So I've done it. I've done this, but I personally just don't. It's not my thing.
Mm-hmm.
I can do it. I've had some mentors that are really, really talented that taught me some things, but it's not really my field, I would say.
We'll talk.
Yes, but we'll talk. I take on special projects.
Maybe we'll have a tattoo party.
Yes, those are amazing. Those are really amazing.
Guest 4461 in our chat room said amazing work. Wow.
Oh, thank you.
And he said he's leaning toward your age as 24.
Oh, everyone thinks I'm 24.
Can you kind of give us? Go ahead.
Someone in the chat 446 said 27, 28.
Is it because of the experience, or is it because of how I look? What do you guys think?
I think it's because of the experience.
Yeah, everybody gets that wrong.
If you're in the chat and you want to speak to Latrice Jackson and the Ladies of Al, call in. The number is 646-233-1302. Once again, you're listening to BKS1Radio.com, the Ladies of Al, and we have Latrice Jackson, artist in the studio with us tonight.
Ow.
Yes.
Clap it up.
Give us that information just one more time for everybody who might just be tuning in, how they can find you.
Yes. Again, pay attention, guys, closely. Grab a pen, paper, type it in your iPad, iPhone, everything. Latrice Jackson, Latrice Jackson. You can find me latricejackson.com. You can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Artistic Mind 06. Again, that's Artistic Mind 06. ARTISTIC MIND 06 on Twitter and Instagram. Follow me. I'll follow back, support, and it'll be returned. So yes.
Nice. Thank you.
I want to thank you for coming down and taking some time out with the
me.
Ladies of Al. We really enjoyed you. We were really impressed with everything. I mean, it's just.
Thank you.
I'm looking about maybe getting a self portrait of myself, but I just gotta stack the dollars.
Yes.
What can she get for $19.99?
Yeah. What can I get? Can I get a wallet size?
For $19.99, you can get an exclusive Latrice Jackson print.
Oh, right.
An edition. Yes.
All right.
Signed by yours truly.
I'll take that.
I'm down.
It's all an investment, yes.
Definitely. But once again, thank you for coming down to the studio with us tonight.
We
really
so
enjoyed
appreciate
it.
Very, very nice
Yes.
meeting you.
Thank
Nice
you
meeting
so
you
much.
too. Lovely ladies.
When you have a show, a gallery, are you going to be in a gallery somewhere? Please let us know so we can promote and let people know where they can
I'm
come.
gonna be, yeah.
We will, and we'll come.
I have a couple things coming up. really
What do you have coming up?
Yeah, but you can't be so secretive about it. You got to tell somebody.
You got a few minutes, right? Just tell us what you got coming up real fast before you...
The one that's coming up the soonest... March, end of March. My release party is going to be March 30th. I'm flying out to, if anyone's going to be in London, I'm going to have
now you know we ain't going to be in no London.
I'm just saying.
Unless you flying us out.
Oh, no.
Listen, I could get out there.
My thoughts will be there. My thoughts.
I'm having a
show.
We'll
be there in spirit.
Yeah.
Well, London is nice. Yes. There you go. Yes. She's international, baby.
And what are you going to be doing in London, you said?
I'm having a show with the Gallery Comptere. They're featuring my work, one of the black female artists. Yes.
Nice.
Making strides. But in New York City, I'll be having a relaunch of my site March 30th. So
make sure you give us the details so we can come. And guess 4461 said the experience. That's why he said that age.
So can you please just tell us what your age?
She started at 14.
She started at 14.
Graduated high school 2006.
We have a smart one here. Doing the math.
But y'all ain't asked me nothing. Drama free C.
But age is just a number.
Sure is.
Like you said, it's about experience. It's about what you've learned and what you're willing to share with everyone else to grow with you. So that's what life is about. Focus on that, not numbers.
All right. Thanks again. We're about to go into break. And
yes, we are.
Thank you very much
for
coming
down.
Thank
you so much.
Latrice Jackson for coming down to the studio. If you're just now tuning in, you're tuning into BKS1Radio.com. My name is Miss Lee.
Christy the Governess.
Drama Free C.
And I'm Trey K.
And only women
wear high heels. Ow!
Ow!
We'll be right back.
As long as I got my suit and tie, I'ma leave it all on the floor tonight. And you got fixed up to the nines. Let me show you a few things. All dressed up in black and white. And you're dressed in that dress I like. Love is swinging in the air tonight. Let me show you a few things. Let me show you a few things. Show you a few things about love. Now we're in the swing of love. Let me show you a few things. Show you a few things about love. Hey.
Get out your seat, ho.
All black at the white shows. White shoes at the black shows. Green card for the Cuban links. Y'all sit back and enjoy the light show. Nothing exceeds like excess. Style guy gal from having the best of the best. Is this what it's all about? I'm at the rest.